Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today I have a book review. Welcome back, guys. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support. I'm trying to keep this balance between my crafting and the books, and so we'll see where this takes me. But I appreciate each and every one of you coming in watching the video. So today I have a review for you guys, and what I'm going to be reviewing is Scarred. This is by Emily McIntire. This is a dark romance. It's not really a fantasy. It's not really a retelling. It's a reimagined fairy tale, and this is following The Lion King. This is book number 2 in the Never After series, and I read it out of turn. Somehow I got my lines crossed because I read Wretched before this one. Wretched is number 3. I discovered that little mistake, but they're good standalones. You don't have to read them in any particular order. So anyway, this one is a Lion King, not a retelling. It's a reimagined. And we have 2 brothers. One is Tristan, one is Michael, and they're both princes, and Dad just died. So Michael is about to assume the throne. Michael has always been the golden child, just respected by many people. And then Tristan is not. He is the outcast. He was tormented his entire life by his brother, bullied, all that stuff. And that's the way he got a scar. And he was just, not treated well by anybody, really. I didn't really like either one of them at all. Like in the beginning anyway, I really didn't like Michael because I didn't like what he stood for. I didn't like the path he was following. And then Tristan, I just really didn't understand him. I didn't understand where he was coming from when he wanted the power and he wanted to be respected, because you don't get all of that torment, at the beginning. He was bullied, he was tormented by his brother, but it comes in waves. So you actually get to see the depth of, what was happening with Tristan by his brother. So Michael's about to assume the throne, and in comes Sarah, and her uncle has pretty much betrothed her to Michael. Now, there is an agenda from Sarah and uncle as well. If you go on Goodreads and you read the synopsis, you can read all about that, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I feel like that's a huge part of the story, and I want you to get this when it comes. You know what I mean? I never read the review on Goodreads. I just read what was back here, and it's different from what's on Goodreads. So I didn't get spoiled by that part. So I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys can decide for yourself if you want to go read the synopsis on Goodreads, because I don't want to tell you, because I think it ruins things. So I walked into this blindly pretty much and really loved it more that way. So anyway, getting back to the 2 brothers, and as I said, I didn't really care for either one of them until I started to see Tristan's side of things. He could have handled things differently, I feel like, throughout his, his life and what was written, but it's more understandable when you start to discover things. Now, as you can imagine, Sarah is now betrothed to Michael, and that's something, Tristan wants. So you can kind of guess there's going to be some, sparks happening between them. And I didn't want things to happen between them when it was happening, but, like I said, the further you go, the more you discover about Tristan and what he stands for and who he is. He did really start to grow on me. Michael never did. He was just obnoxious to me. And there's a lot of really great characters in this story. A lot of things, when they start to come to light, you're at the point I'm going, whoa, you know, kind of thing. And a lot of that stuff happens throughout the book. You don't just get it all in one whammy. So I really liked the pacing of the story. I really liked how the characters played their roles well. You don't have to like them. They're villains. Well, you know, Tristan is the villain because that is what the Never After series is about. You watch The Lion King, Scar was the one that nobody liked. Everybody liked Mufasa, but Mufasa was a good person, or was a good lion. He was a good character, and Michael is not on that same level as Mufasa was. So it starts you get a little annoyed by him and his power. And then I got a little annoyed in the beginning with Tristan's power struggle. Like, he wanted to have those things, and he knew he never would because, you know, it's just not going to work that way. And also in this book, another good element in this book is you do have the rebels that are out, you know, in the background, and they're wreaking havoc and causing trouble too. You just don't have a government. You're just ruled by, you know, a king. So it's not really dystopian. Well, I mean, it's got that same kind of feel, you know, because you got the ones in power, you got the ones that kind of follow along, then you got the rebels, you know, that kind of a thing. But it doesn't read like a dystopian, we'll just say that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I think I gave it 4 stars. I think this was my second favorite. Hooked was my favorite. That I really liked that one. And like I said, this is the Never After series by Emily McIntire. And I don't remember how many books are in this. I know there's over 4, and I don't know those titles because I didn't look that up. But I still have Crossed to read, I know. And so I know it's Hooked, Scarred, Wretched, and then Crossed. And I know there's more after that. I'm pretty sure there's more after that. If not, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, this was fantastic. If you guys like dark romance and you want something that's got kind of a fairy tale-ish feel, then you'd probably really enjoy this series. Like I said, dark romance, there could be some triggers in here for some people, so keep that in mind before you pick it up and read it. Really enjoyed the story, really enjoying the series, so we'll see where I go next in that series. But if you guys have read the Never After series or any of these books, let me know down in the comments below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on those. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.